here with the 2020 Summit Racing Equipment USMTS, fueled by Casey's national champion Rodney Sanders' fourth national championship. I'll throw the zinger question that Trenton and I were talking about just a little bit before this interview at you right out of the gate. Have you ever sat down and thought about chasing 9 titles to try to tie or beat Kelly Schnells' record? Has that ever come to mind?
Not really. No, not really, I guess. I mean, I'm really surprised we've had, as much luck as we have, but, I guess I kind of take, year to year what we're going to do or whatever, but, Todd always has such a great deal, and, especially this year, it's hard, not to run with them guys, so, we're going to, try again this year, but, I guess, never really looked at it. Kelly's won a lot of races over the years and a lot of championships, so I think that one would be hard to beat.
Fourth national championship, like we mentioned, kind of make some comparisons to how this year's championship run went in comparison to some of those other national titles in the past.
I thought it went pretty good. We definitely had, highs and lows, and I hate that we kind of ended, as sorry as we did, but I guess you have that sometimes. But we struggled a little bit at the end, but, we came out of the box this year pretty good already. So it was kind of, an up and down year. We won, I think, 9 or 10 USMTS races. So it was, really solid. I felt like we were consistent. It was just, I just felt like pretty solid year.
You hit milestone win number 100. We were wondering there for a while between COVID and a few other things if you'd have a chance to race for that 100th win, and then since then 107 career wins. Think back to the start. Did you ever imagine you'd have over 100 USMTS victories?
No. I thought it was, hard to get the first one, let alone like I've always wanted when I was a little kid, like one of the big checks to hang in the shop. So we had a few of them now. So that was always kind of one of my, biggest goals, and to win one of them races, and it doesn't even seem real that we won, over 100.
You're one of the few drivers we're talking to that's actually had a chance to get on track and compete this year. Just tell us how the Wild West Shootout went for you out at Arizona Speedway.
It was, pretty solid. We really didn't have the intentions of running the mod every night. We were going to run the late model and just see how it, run the mod at first and see how it went. And, we had enough help out there that, everything went pretty smoothly. So we decided to just run it. And if we got in a bind, we wouldn't run the mod, but everything went smooth. So, we were, I felt like pretty consistent. I was happy with that. There's some nights I wish we had a little more speed, but, there's a lot of luck out there and a lot of good cars. So we ended up, being really consistent. So that was good.
You kind of touched on this earlier with the 10,000 to win shows. 26 of those this season with USMTS. The other races paying 5,000 to win, 70,000 to win national championship this year. The elevation of dirt modified racing into 2021 seems is pretty extraordinary. So we're looking forward to that. So kind of a two-part question. What does that do for your program, knowing you're going to compete for races like that for 36 races this year? And then where do you think that's going to take the competition level of the series?
I think it's great. Especially, as a racers, on the racer standpoint of it, you can, if you could kind of get on a roll there and, you can make some really good money, where before, it's, if you won the race or whatever, you could go on down the road, but you really need to run top 2 or 3 to, at least come out of there and break even. So now you can, I feel like have a decent night and run top 5 and still, come out in pretty good shape. So I think it's, really good for the racers. And I think, the car counts, I feel like are going to be up, especially early, but I feel like throughout the year, you're going to have, tough cars every night. Not that, we don't in the past, but I just feel like it's going to be harder, if you get in a tough heat race or, have a bad draw or however the case may be, to overcome that where, I just feel like it's going to be probably tougher. It'd be like the, the crown jewel races, but having that every night.
Absolutely. We'll try to take a look around the shop maybe a little bit. I don't know if you can turn the camera there and stay close to the door, but while you do that, I'm gonna run through the list of contingency awards as well. I know I know those product sponsors help you guys out quite a bit, so I'm gonna run through that. CP Carrillo, Fast Shafts, Risco Industries, Swift Springs, CBisma Graphics, Jaravet's Motorsports Racing Parts, KSE Engineering, KSE Racing Products, PEM Racing Gears and Drivetrain, Summit Racing Equipment, Super Clean VP Racing Fuels, All-Star Performance, Baya Custom Headers, Big Deal Car Care, Bryke Racing, Champ Pans, Edelbrock, Genesis Racing Shocks, Kaiser Manufacturing, Penske Racing Shocks, Spider High Performance Filters, and CBisma Graphics. I know they help you out there. So service a little sketchy and happy, isn't it, Rodney?
Yeah, it's not very good in our shop here, and we got a mess going on. We got cars everywhere and parts everywhere, and yeah, it's we don't have the greatest service here in the shop, but it's glad to be on here, that's for sure.
Well, we're looking forward to 2021. Congratulations on your 4th USMTS National Championship.
Thank you, guys.
And that's your 2020 Summit Racing Equipment USMTS Fueled by Casey's National Champion, Rodney Sanders.